Welcome to my presentation for the Fashion Review, a new online fashion publication. The Fashion Review is an online platform dedicated to bringing you all the information from the world's top 4 fashion weeks: London, Paris, Milan and New York. There will be a range of content on the publication, starting with show reviews. This will be the Fashion Review's most common feature. Show reviews will provide the readers with insight into what is actually going down the runway without being there. They will be as unbiased as possible, but will invite readers to form their own opinions on the show by highlighting certain topics or trends. Editorial posts will also feature. These posts will be dedicated to a certain topic, such as street style, or to present a collection of our favourite coats, skirts or handbags from a brand or fashion week. These posts will be for readers who oppose text-heavy features. It's been proven that 94% of blog posts that are image-based get more traffic than those who are not. Editorial posts give the Fashion Review that magazine-like feel it's intended to have. Designer profiles help to show the faces behind the collections. Today's designers are always changing and switching things up. These profiles help readers to understand designers' history, style and influences, and readers will have a better perception of their collections. I contacted many new designers for interviews. I have been conscious of who to feature on the Fashion Review, as they need to have the relevant background in order to fit with the theme of Fashion Week. Interviews provide the Fashion Review with fresh and unique content that no other publication has. 60% of all wannabe designers' businesses fail in their first 5 years because they have no business skills and don't know how to market themselves as a brand. The Fashion Review, featuring new designers, helps to give them the recognition they deserve and help readers to keep an eye on the fashion stars of the future. The Fashion Review's first interview is with Harriet Eccleston. Harriet Eccleston is a young London-based designer. She's been featured in British Vogue, Elle, Cosmopolitan and Forbes magazine. Her brand ethos is to create handcrafted, responsibly sourced, high-quality clothing. She's influenced by the generations of tailors, milliners and drapers in her family. Harriet recently showed at Paris Fashion Week and tells me about her experience in the interview. Another interview I did is with Sophie Pittam. Sophie Pittam is another London-based designer. She and her mother own her self-titled luxury ready-to-wear brand. The brand has a determination to be sustainable and ethical without compromising design. She uses organic cotton, recycled materials and only produces a small amount of pieces per line. During the interview, Sophie told me about her experience at her graduate fashion week. The overall look of the Fashion Review. For the overall look of the Fashion Review, I created an inspiration board with a range of images and themes I could take inspiration from for the overall design of the publication. I like the black and white aesthetic as it looks sophisticated and high fashion. The aim of the Fashion Review is to provide a service, is not to be a personal blog. I use a sophisticated black and white theme with a pop of gold in order to give it a luxury feel. I like the idea of using hand-drawn elements, so I incorporated this into the design of the publication for the logo, titles and decorative images. This made the online pages look elegant and timeless by using this kind of typeface. To edit the posts themselves, I use Photoshop and InDesign to make them look more like magazine pages. The online platform that Wix provided was too simple and didn't match the style I wanted my publication to have. I therefore designed them all myself. This gave me much more freedom to have the layout and overall effect I wanted. Each individual post has its own unique theme. For example, the Alexander McQueen post has its iconic skull logo in the background. This makes each post different, which will pull readers back to check out new content every time something is posted. The Fashion Review will have scheduled posts that will be released every day at 8 AM. These will appear as featured posts on each country's page. Posting every day at 8 AM keeps people returning to the Fashion Review and also gives them something to read on their commute to work or university or when they wake up. There will also be months of the year when Fashion Week does not need to be updated and there is no fresh content. This is where designer profiles and reviews of older and iconic shows will be posted to update on Fashion Week's past, not just present. This helps there to not be a gap in the content for consumers, so they are more likely to be a returning reader. It has been said that 67% of blogs that post daily have reported stronger results compared to those who post every several days or weekly. To create the publication, I took a survey and found there was a distinct need for a publication such as the Fashion Review. My survey found that 85% of people would benefit from an online platform that updated you about different fashion weeks. 77% of people find it difficult to follow multiple fashion weeks, and 46% of people only follow main brands at Fashion Week, but 100% would follow smaller brands if there was a dedicated platform to them. My survey found that my overall target audience is males and females aged 18 to 30 who live in urban to suburban areas. They are most likely to be students or people breaking into the industry. They have an appreciation for luxury and haute couture fashion. They could have a higher disposable income in order to have a desire for luxury fashion, which Fashion Week is based around. To go into more detail about my ideal consumer, they would be someone like this. This is Jess. She is 20 years old and studies fashion management and communication at Sheffield Hallam University. She's originally from Hertfordshire, which is a short commute from central London. She likes to go out with her friends to bars, clubs and restaurants who have similar interests to her. Her style is mainly streetwear, but also owns a small collection of luxury items, such as handbags and shoes. She has an interest in different fashion weeks around the world, but would like to have more knowledge. She finds it time consuming to keep up with fashion weeks as well as her university work and other fashion news. She prefers online learning platforms and her preferred choice of social media is Instagram. The Fashion Review will have an active Instagram account. Instagram is the preferred social media among millennials and Generation Z, which fall into my target audience. This account will update followers on when new posts are up to make them go and read them. It will also help create user-generated content and create more traffic to the Fashion Review site. 1 billion people use Instagram every day, which makes advertising on Instagram one of the top advertising choices for online sites to use. The unique selling point for the Fashion Review is that it is one of the only publications dedicated to multiple fashion weeks. The Fashion Review provides all the latest updates in one place and there is no need to sift through countless websites to find information, which can get very confusing and time consuming. It also has a range of features from long articles, interviews and editorials, which many other platforms do not have this variety. It is also informative on new designers and there is distinct lack of sites featuring them. There is some competition for the Fashion Review, and one main competitors are the dedicated sites for Fashion Week set up by each city. These are mainly focused on locations and schedules though. Another competitor is Vogue Runway, which is an app dedicated to reviewing every show from every Fashion Week and is very popular. This is similar but does not have the creative content the Fashion Review does and does not update you as frequently. To develop the Fashion Review further, I could give the publication a better overall theme by giving it that more luxury vibe and being less simplistic. I could also add contributing writers from the 4 different countries to get a more personal account for people who were actually there. I could also work on getting interviews with high profile people. Thank you for listening. Any questions?